Hello students, welcome to Diademy IAS. In this video, we are going to analyze how questions are coming, how UPSC is framing the questions in the paper. Some students have asked me that what is the framework or how UPSC is really organizing the questions in different questions. For example, if you take question number 1, these are the number of chapters in paper 1. So in this session, in this video, I am going to discuss related to paper 1. You will understand all the 8 questions how UPSC organized in 2023 and 2022. So 2 years we will analyze so that you will get a complete picture that how to think about the question paper setting. So it's about how question paper is setting. These are all the units that are given by the UPSC in our syllabus. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4 and so on. In paper 1, we have total 24 units. Out of 24 units, they have to set the questions, 8 questions. Section A, generally, out of 24 means it should be 12 units in the paper 1 and 12 units in the section A, 12 units and remaining 12 units in the section B. But is it the really? Is it really UPSC just exactly following is that trend or something else? We will come to know. Now, when it comes to paper 1, we have paper 1, first question is map. Then map is given across different sites. Let us keep map part aside. Come to the second question. When it comes to the second question, in 2023, this is the questions A, B, C. Second question, one question is about Neolithic revolution. Second one IVC. Third one is about Aryan. Now if we go to the number of units, unit number 1, because when you are preparing, you are going to prepare very systematically. Unit 1 done, unit 2 done, unit 3 done, unit 4 done, like that. Suppose here some students asked me that suppose, sir, in the number of unit like 11, 12, 13, 14 units, suppose if I am not comfortable, then can I leave those questions in choice? Alright, you can leave them in choice, no problem. But if questions are framed in such a way that you cannot skip it, you are forced to write, what you will do? For that, first of all, we should know how UPSC is framing unit number 11, 12, 13, 14 questions in which question. So for that purpose, we are trying to understand this. This is the second question. Now you understand this. The second question is framed from second unit term, third unit and fifth unit. So that means if you want to attempt second question, you should be thorough from unit 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means up to fifth unit, you are supposed to write second number question, question number 2. Then let us go to question number 3. Sangam, Mauryan political ideology and Gupta women. Now if we go to the number of units, in which unit they were fall? Third question. Now can you see this? 7th unit, 8th, 9th unit and 10th unit. 7, 9 and 10. So if you are going to attempt third question, then you should be very comfortable with unit number 7, 8, 9, 10. Just based on 2 questions, what we understand, that 2 questions are framed till chapter number 10. Suppose if you want to write 2 questions from ancient, apart from the map, then you should be very thorough in the first 10 units. You cannot escape, because questions can fall under any category. It is not guaranteed that in 2023 from 2, 3, 5 it was given. But next year they may change this sequence also. Unit 3, 5, 7 also they may give. To attempt one question, you should be strong up to 7 units, 8 units also. It purely depends on, that's what the purpose of this analysis is, to understand is there any kind of system or is it a very random process. Second, third question we analyzed. Fourth question, let us see. Bhakti, Chola temple, religious culture. If we go here, what are these? Fourth question. Unit number 12, unit number 13 and unit number 14. So one question is coming from the last 4 units like 11, 12, 13, 14. Suppose if you are not able to write anything on this, then you must be strong up to 10 units. If you are not strong up to 10 units, then if questions are difficult in somewhere, then you are forced to write this portion and definitely you have to attempt very well. Otherwise, it will not give good score. So last, definitely UPSC asks one question from 11, 12, 13, 14 units. That is the purpose of showing this video. Next, when it comes to the, let us assume these 14 units, we call up to 14 units, we call early medieval time period. Let us go to 2022, how questions are framed. If we go to the question number 1, IVC, Foreign Accounts of History and Upanishadic Thought. If we go to the number of units in 2022, let us see. This is the second question. Sources, one question. Indus Valley, one question. And period of Mahajanpa. That means unit number 1, unit number 3 and unit number 6. To write one question, you should be strong in the first 6 units. If you are not strong in first 6 units, then you cannot attempt this question. Now you see how randomly it is coming. 1, 3 and 6 in 1 year. In 2023, 2, 3, 5. So one combination is in 2023, 2, 3, 5 are given. In another combination, up to 6 are given. That means now you see, up to 6 units, one question you have to attempt. That combination can be anywhere. Up to 1 to 6, anywhere it will fall. If you want to attempt one question properly in ancient, do not leave. Suppose what happens, some students are not comfortable in prehistory, they will leave it. And if you leave it, then if question falls there, then you cannot attempt the second question here. Now second question is containing the unit number 2 also. How can you attempt it without having this confidence that you are strong in second unit? If you prepare up to 6, 7 units, up to Mauryans, do not leave any type of, then you can think that you can write one question properly. So that is the analysis what is showing that you should not leave. You may be comfortable in unit number 1, you may be comfortable in unit 3, you may be comfortable in 5. Don't leave megalithic and prehistory, 2 and 4, don't leave. If you want to attempt one question properly in ancient India, you have to, if you want to attempt up to 7. Some students are comfortable in Mauryans but not comfortable in megalithic. But UPSC merge one question from Mauryan, one question from megalithic, then what you will do? Even though you are very strong in Mauryans, you are supposed to leave that question. You will not use your content or your hard work goes waste. The purpose of this video is prepare very well up to 7 units properly. Don't leave any unit. Then you can think, you can write one question properly. No megalithic, no prehistory, nothing. You should not leave anything. You should be very, very comfortable. If you want to attempt one question properly, start reading chapter number 1 to till 7 units. You should not miss anything. So that in any combination, let it come. Second question is going to be the combination of these units. You can perfectly write it. That's why don't leave in between. If you want to leave, you can leave the last 4 chapters. But you cannot leave one chapter here, one chapter in the between, one chapter in the middle. Don't do that one. That's why if you want to write Mauryan chapter, if you are comfortable in Mauryans, you be ensure that you are strong in the first 6 units also. So that you will be always safe mode that if question comes, let any kind of combination come, you will be able to answer it. Next, third question, let us see. Unit number 7 and unit number 10, now unit number 14. Now you see, suppose if you leave 11, 12, 13, 14, but you see the third question, what is the combination? Unit number 7 is one question, unit number 10 is one question, and unit number what is this? Unit number 14 is another question. Then how can you leave? Some students may be comfortable up to Gupta period, not comfortable in post-Gupta, then they cannot attempt this question at all because one question falls under unit number 14. You are very good in Mauryans, you are very good in Guptas, but not good in 14th unit. Then what happens? Even though you are work very hard in Mauryan and Guptas, still when question comes on that examination day, you cannot use that hard work. And what we are getting? If you want to write 2 questions, I am assuming that apart from map, if you want to write 2 questions from ancient India, suppose if it is 2022 paper, now how many chapters you should be thorough? Second question is dealing from chapter number 1 to chapter number 6. And third question is dealing from chapter number 7 to chapter number 14. Then is there any chance to leave any chapter, any unit? No possibility. Do you see? UPSC is randomly mixing and UPSC is very intelligently managing, organizing these questions so that students will not leave any unit. It's not like our school days that if you prepare 2 units, then definitely one question will come and we can write. It is not going to work like that. If you want to write 2 questions from ancient, do not leave any part. Be thorough up to 14 units. If you are very comfortable up to first number 1 unit to number 14 units, then you can 100% go with confidence that let any kind of combination come, you are going to attempt 3 questions from ancient India. That is with map also. Map is 1 question and 2 questions from there and remaining 2 questions from the medieval. Now let us see in medieval also combination. Is there any possibility of leaving the questions, leaving any units or not? Let us analyze that. Now when it comes to 5th question, let us see here. Indian feudalism, Al-Biruni, Sufi literature, Delhi Sultanate and Alauddin Khalji. In 2023, let us go to question number 5th. Here, unit number 13, 5th question. 5th question is compulsory. You cannot do anything. You are supposed to write. Now let us see, is there any possibility of leaving certain units if you are not comfortable? But 5th question is compulsory. You cannot do anything. You have to write. But how questions are coming? Let us analyze. One question from unit number 13 and another 2 questions from unit number 14. Now do you see? We cannot assume that section A is up to 14, up to chapter number 14. Section B starts from chapter number 15. No. Here in this 2023 question paper, section B is starting from unit number 13. Now you observe this. In section A, 1 question came from 14 and in section B also 1 question came from unit number 14. Now if you leave unit number 14, now what is the cost? At what cost you are going to leave that question, leave that unit? Let us assume that you are not going to attempt 4th question. Let us assume. Because unit number 14 you are not comfortable, that's why unit number 13, unit number 14, unit number 11, 12, 13, 14 and early medieval you are not comfortable. That's why suppose 4th question you left. Then you can comfortably choose either 2nd question or 3rd question and its map is there. So total 3 questions you are going to write. But 5th question is compulsory. For that 5th question, once again questions are coming from unit number 13, unit number 14 and where will you leave it? How dangerous you can see unit number 13 and 14. Now just in this 2023 year, how many questions came from unit number 12, unit number 13 and 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. 5 questions in just 13 and 14 units. So how important this is to have good command over early medieval India. Just 1 year itself, 2023 itself is indicating how important it is. Unit number 11, 12, 13, 14. So that is why even though in section A you leave 4th question, then you are struck in question number 5th. Because that is compulsory, you cannot do anything. That shows how dangerous it is to leave these chapters. Do not leave these chapters. And then that means what is the lesson? Be comfortable up to 12 units at any cost. If you are comfortable up to 14 units very comfortably, then automatically you are going to write 3 questions very, very comfortably, very, very good questions you are going to write up to 14. Next, the 5th question is compulsory, and that means 50% of that, particularly 2023, 50% of the cell answer is done. That's why do not leave. There is no chance for us to leave first 14 units. So there is no compromise here. All 14 units must be studied. Don't leave anything. Don't leave in between. You may be comfortable in certain chapters, but not comfortable in certain chapters. Ensure that each and every part is comfortable. You try to find the material. Don't leave any unit up to 14 units. There is no compromise in that. Because UPSC is asking in such a way that you are compulsorily forced to write in unit number 13 or 14 from that. Let us go to 2022 in this combination. In 2022, let us see question number 5th. This is the 5th question. Brahmadeya, Delhi Sultanate, Rajput and rise of Marathas. In 2022, question number 5th one. Now you see this. Once again, in 2022 also, one question came from unit number 13. So that means section B is starting from unit number 13 itself. First 12 units, if we consider section A and unit number 13 onward section B, but 11, 12, 13, 14 are connected to each other. They are not separate actually. If you observe the syllabus also, sometimes topics are going to be repeated. Same literature, same philosophical, same kind of temple. That's why 11, 12, 13, 14 are single, nothing but post-Gupta period. You cannot do anything. Don't leave up to 14 units. One question. Now you see 5th one. One is 13, another one 15, another one 17. Now another question. One is 23, another one 24. Now you see. If you want to attempt 5th question, now how many units you should be strong? From unit number 13 to unit number 24. Then what is left in paper 1 syllabus? Nothing is left. So what UPSC is giving the signal? If you want to write paper 1, you have to read all 24 units properly. Otherwise, UPSC will punish us for not preparing any one particular chapter. So that is a very important lesson which we need to understand this. Now, 5th question in 2022, what lesson it is giving? 5 questions are distributed across unit number 13 to unit number 24. No choice. Next year, this in 2024, it can fall in any combination. Next year, it can fall in any other combination. That's why don't leave anything. Next, 6th question. Alauddin Khalji, Akbar and Chola expansion. And sometimes students ask me, sir, if I am comfortable in Delhi Sultanate, can I manage one question? Ideally, you can manage. But now you see this combination, what the dangers are there. 2022, 6th question. One question on 16th. 6th question, Alauddin Khalji, Akbar and Cholas. Now one question is from Delhi Sultanate, one question from early medieval, one question is from Mughals. Now how can you manage this one? If you are comfortable in Delhi Sultanate, but you are not comfortable in early medieval and Akbar, Mughals, then how can you manage this question? You cannot do this question, you have to leave this question. Again, what it shows? Early medieval, Delhi Sultanate and Mughals. 3 combinations is single question only UPSC. What we have to do? Nothing. We have to write. 7th question. Let us see 7th question. One question from 14th unit. One question is from 18th unit. One question is from 23. This 13th and 14th units are not leaving you anywhere. If you are not comfortable in early medieval, it is going to kill your choices. It will limit your choices because everywhere it will come. In 7th question it is also coming. 4th question also it is coming. 3rd question also coming. Now 5th question also coming. 6th question also coming. Just you see here, in just 11, 12, 13, 14 units, everywhere it is coming. Either in 3rd, 4th also, 5th also, 6th also, 7th also, everywhere it is leave. It will not leave you. It haunts us. That's why early medieval is so dangerous. Everywhere it will appear. Now you see here in this 2023, in 4th question also, fifth question also. Then in at least in 2023, there are only fourth and fifth question. That time we are comfortable then. If you leave early medieval, somewhere it will come and it will limit our choices. Don't leave that. Because 2023 is such a year, everywhere, in every question, at least one question is coming from early medieval. It will not, it will kill your choices. Seventh question, one from 14, one from 18, one from next one, 23. So at most in the last. And if you observe this, some students are comfortable in political history, some are not comfortable in cultural history or art and culture part. But again, UPSC is mixing in such a way, one question comes from political, one question comes from cultural. Now again, you cannot leave the question. If you keep on leaving like that, then what your choices are limited, you cannot do. Last question in 2022, here 19th and next 21 and 22. And when it comes to 23, what is the last question, 8th question? Here, Akbar, then culture and 24. In this case, one question is like this, and when it comes to 7th question, here 3 questions directly came from 24th unit only. So what is the indication? There early medieval 11, 13, 14 you cannot leave. And here 18th century, after Mughals also, you cannot leave anything. Otherwise, everywhere 1 or 2 questions keep coming and it will limit our choices, and you cannot finally, you are good in Mauryans, you are good in Guptas, but you are not good in early medieval, then dilemma will come whether to take that question or not, take that question or not. We should not go into the dilemma. 23 and 22 analysis is clearly saying that don't leave any unit. Be strong in every topic, but don't leave. At least some information must be there for every unit. That is the crux of this analysis. 23 and 22. Simply UPSC jumbling questions. UPSC can ask the questions in any kind of permutations and combinations. So don't leave any unit. Don't leave anything. Read every unit. At least minimum information. Try to have some information and some basic notes. So this is the crux of this video. Accordingly, please read all the units. Don't leave any unit which is mentioned in the UPSC syllabus. Thank you. We'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.